Hello, it's Jacob Kelley with Shallow Grays Magazine, and I am here with...
I am Mass Communication Specialist, 3rd Class, Cody Anderson, U.S. Navy.
Nice to meet you, Cody.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to play a little quick game of Battleship while I interview this man, and we're going to check out what the Navy really has in store.
Yep.
So, I guess we'll start by saying A5, or is it Alpha 5? How do you guys usually say that?
Alpha.
Alpha 5.
Alpha 5. Miss. Yep.
And then, all right, so now you ask me.
All right. Let me see here. Golf 7.
Golf 7. Miss.
Miss. Man. Where? Alpha 5.
Okay. So, do you believe that the Navy brings any advantage to playing the board game Battleship by Hasbro? D4.
That'll give me time to actually think of my answer. You said D4. Miss. So honestly, I think the biggest advantage, I actually know what the ships are, you know? So tactically, I'm thinking about what I would use in a real battle. But other than that, no, I haven't played Battleship in years. So I'm kind of forgetting where to put my pieces and everything. But a little bit of an advantage.
You hear that, Hasbro? Sponsored by the Navy, Battleship. All right, your turn.
Let's see here. Bravo 3.
Miss.
Oh.
So, what does the Navy entail? Or how did you get into the Navy?
Okay.
And Bravo 3.
Bravo 3, miss. So I joined the Navy. Honestly, I was a server before this, working as a waiter. Me and my wife, we decided we kind of wanted more out of life. We were struggling, just paycheck to paycheck. Come from a military family, so that's always been an option for me. So walked into a recruiter's office. The rest is history. I'm here now, getting paid to play Battleship at Comic-Con. So pretty cool opportunities.
That's the fun part of it.
Exactly.
Your turn?
Let's see here. F or Foxtrot 9.
Miss. It's gonna be a long game.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Delta. So, is your wife in the Navy or is it just you? Echo 6.
Echo 6. Let's see here. Miss.
Dang it. All right. I'm gonna get it at some point. All right. Your turn.
B3. So my wife actually originally, she was the one that was thinking about joining. She cooks at home. She's a at-home chef, I guess I would say.
Oh, dang, all right.
Yeah. I love her food. But she was actually thinking about joining to cook for the Navy. So, and I was like, man, I can't let my wife serve. You know, I know it's not always easy. It can be difficult. I didn't want her to suffer that. So I was like, okay, I'll step up. I'll join the Navy. Yep. Let's see here. Let's get a Juliet 5.
Miss. So what, for people that would want to join the Navy, what does it entail? And Delta 8.
Delta 8. We got another miss.
Keep grabbing red ones just in case.
Yeah. Hoping, you know. So as far as the question, do you want joining like the process of joining the Navy or actually being in the Navy and like day-to-day?
We'll break it up over 2 questions. So joining the Navy, what does that entail?
Okay, cool. So joining the Navy, honestly, go visit a recruiter. They'll check your eligibility. You take a test to determine what jobs you qualify for. So obviously, the better you do on the test, the more opportunities that are available for you. After that, you go through a process, physical screening. They just check up, make sure you're healthy to go. Check your background, make sure you're not incarcerated. You know, you're not going to be a problem. But other than that, visit your recruiter. They have tons of information for you. tell you your eligibility, everything. But yeah, first step, visit a recruiter.
Dang, all right.
Let's see here. Echo 5.
Hit.
Hey!
The first hit. Finally.
Nice.
I just uprooted my ship accidentally.
I was like dead center, you know? Hopefully that's something.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. So, what would you say the Navy then entails in and of itself? And Foxtrot 9.
Miss.
Gosh dang it. Yes.
So the Navy entails a lot of different things, especially depending on your job. So that really, in the Navy we say your rate's your fate. So every single job you see in functioning society, shopkeepers, people that just run a store, we have artists, we have photographers, people that do video. Every single ship, we make a magazine. Literally any job you can think of in society, engineers, we have in the Navy. So really, that determines what your day-to-day life is like. So I'm a mass communication specialist, which is very fancy Navy speak for journalists. So we do everything from making magazines, photography. So for us, our day-to-day life, wake up, whatever cool and interesting and fun and that we think the public might want to see, we go and we cover that. And we create media coverage for that. So it's pretty cool. I'm definitely very thankful. I learned photography, Photoshop, InDesign, all the Adobe suite through this. So yeah, if you're thinking about joining, research what you might want to do. Let's go Echo 4.
Hey. So, what would you say makes the Navy stick out than the other branches of military? And I don't know what G is, so I'm just going to say G4.
Golf. G4, miss.
Gosh dang it. All right. Worst game Battleship I've ever played, but all right, continue.
What was your question again?
What would you say makes the Navy stick out than the other military branches?
So I grew up Army brat. My brother's in the Air Force. I have a cousin in the Marines. So I think what makes the Navy special and unique, we are worldwide, and we are capable to be worldwide at any given point, especially with the different ships and everything we have. You got to think water surrounds all land. And so we have the capability and the opportunity to travel the world at a moment's notice. So a lot of travel is definitely unique to the Navy, and our bases are moving. So I came off the USS Abraham Lincoln, and we did a around the world tour. So you can go anywhere, do anything. Let's go Echo 3.
Sink.
And
Sunk my submarine.
nice.
And so, the Navy, what would you say is the best thing about the Navy?
Oh man, good question.
And I don't know what J is, so I'm just going to say Jeremiah 5.
I like Jeremiah. Hey, got your first hit.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Continue.
You said what was the best thing about the Navy?
Yes, what would you say is the best thing about the Navy? Or what would you say people have to look forward to with the Navy?
Okay. Honestly, essentially the worldwide travel opportunities. For me, the best thing for me was honestly just getting my job. Before the Navy, I did not see myself as artistic. I enjoyed writing, but I wasn't a writer. But I went through journalism school, learned how to write, learned photography. So I feel very lucky for what I've received since I've been in. And that's the best thing to me, is my job and what I get to do and the things I've learned. And I feel the Navy has very much so set me up for life after the Navy, especially given the job that I do. All right, let's see here. Let's go Golf 5.
Golf 5.
Miss.
So we're gonna, I believe, alright, so I'm gonna go I-5.
I-5? Oh, wait. I-5. Oh, I. Ah, you got a hit.
Yes. And so the Navy, it has other branches in it, does it not? Such as Navy SEALs. What is the difference between the Navy and the Navy SEALs?
So, Navy SEAL. Oh, never mind. My bad. Wait.
It's your turn to ask, anyways.
Okay. Navy SEALs are special operations. They are elite. They go through very intense training. If you have an opportunity, they have tons of YouTube videos. There was a show on, I believe it was either National Geographic or History Channel, but they are elite. Everyone strives to be like them, but very few can do it. Yeah, they're badass, honestly. Being on the ship, every once in a while you'd see a SEAL, but you feel their presence before you see them. You see the heads turning, and they wear different uniforms, but they're capable to survive in any situation. A part of the Navy, but a very special part. Let's see here. We got H5.
H5. Miss. I think this might, if I'm supposed to sink the ship right now, I think we'll call this the game, and I'll just ask you 2 more questions after this one.
Awesome.
So my question is, what is the training like to be in the Navy?
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go with H5.
Yep, you got it.
Sink it.
You're a winner.
And we're a tied game.
Hey.
And we're gonna end it tied, like all Americans should. But what is the training like for the Navy?
So boot camp, that's what every single enlisted person will go through. Pretty physical, pretty mental. It's meant to be stressful to kind of help develop you and get you out of your comfort zone, because you are leaving home. Some people, grew up in the same place their whole life, so this is their first time away from home. So really, it's stressful, but it's a very to help you grow kind of stress. It's physical. We do work out. Push-ups, sit-ups, running, 1.5-mile run. And then on top of that, you learn basic seamanship. So you go through different events, like what it takes to get a ship out of port. So untying the lines, it's called marlin spike, and kind of working as a team to make that happen. But then after that, the training depends on your rate, and which is your job in the Navy. And so that will dictate what happens after you graduate boot camp.
And then I have 2 more questions. If someone was to thank you for your service, how would they say it?
That's the perfect way to say it. Thank you for your service.
Because I've heard people say "we remember," as in like a hint towards 9/11 or something like that, and also "thank you for your service."
Honestly, as simple as thank you. I didn't. At first, when it started to happen to me, and people would say thank you for your service, I was like, I haven't done anything. I'm literally fresh out of boot. But it does. It feels good, when you receive thanks, and it's cool. Sometimes you meet interesting people through it, and you have good conversations.
And then my last and final question is, does this outfit make me look like Popeye? If I squint my eye, does it make me look like Popeye?
You look like a super sat sailor.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. All right, this is Jacob Kelley from Shallow Graves, and thank you, Cody, so much.
Yes.
This is so much fun.
No, this
one of
was
my favorite
awesome.
interviews.
Awesome, me too.
Right, and we're signing off.